I'm Brian Batista, and my friends call me Bunny. This is episode 41, Model Mayhem. And I am in the atelier walking around. I have set up a bunch of stations surrounding my brand new, just built model stand. And I look forward to seeing how this works out, but I want to share with you how I built it. So, take a look.
Always the MacGyver, I use the oak drawing donkeys I have in the studio as workbenches and surfaces. Here's my chance to test out the free Milwaukee saw which I mentioned in the previous episode. I got a bunch of lumber donated to me by my neighbor, but I had to cut them vertically in order to make it work so I have as much pieces and as little waste possible. I got some casters donated to me by fellow artist and teacher Mark Vazquez McKay. Thanks again, Mark. And he also gave me a little design sketch of the stand he has built as a reference for me to use. All I paid for was the good one-side piece of plywood you see here. So all in all, with the purchase of 100 screws, and surprisingly all of which got used, I spent about $80. So I took my time to do this project right over the weekend. You know what they say, measure twice, cut once. I decided on the size based on the marking of a tape measure at 64 inches, and that turns out to also be the exact largest possible size of cut plywood that I can possibly fit in the back of my car. I am one lucky bunny. I slowly assembled the pieces as accurately as possible in order to ensure that everything met up square and gave me the rigidity and stability I needed. Which is why I then made some rung supports to reduce bounce at the top, and I decided to run out and cut an old piece of signboard I had in storage from a previous project that fell through, and I used it as a lower shelf to optimize storage space, and this is where I will put the mats and blankets and sheets and pillows for the model to use. I also have some more things on order that'll arrive, and you'll hear about them in the next episode, so stay tuned. So I get the casters put on, and I'm a bit worried the screws I have won't be strong enough, but I jump on the top and give it a good test run, and it has to be able to support more than one model, and maybe a body slammer too. It smells so nice of wood in here. And I finalized my weekend with cleanup, sweep up the sawdust, and get the studio back into order. Then I roll the model stand just under the ledge of the chalkboard I measured perfectly to compensate for the 6-inch caster height. I am super stoked.
Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just gonna take a little rest on this comfy model stand, and hopefully you will join me again for the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Ciao for now.